more Vampyr. Gosh, I'm trying to remember where we left off. I think, according to my last video here, it's been like 5 months since we played this. Man, time goes by quick, huh? A small dose of thick, brisk blood that can be used to create stamina and serums for vampires. Analyze the damage dealt, increased damage dealt by 10%. Absorb blood points when the weapon hits. I'm gonna say we absorb the blood. For the saber. Sight. We can upgrade that too. Shit, we can go all the way to level 5. Absorb even more blood. Okay, we'll have to decide what weapons we want to mess with here. Now we got a two-handed, the one-handed saber. Must have not have upgraded my weapons in a while if I was able to upgrade 3. Increase damage by 10. Add 5 more stun points when projectiles reach your target. I take damage on this one. Upgrade the revolver too. Rate of fire by 20%. Sure. What else should we upgrade? That can't go any higher. Out of lead plates. Something like does 95 damage right now. It's not very much. Increase damage, absorb blood points. Handling, decrease stamina. Oh shit, I should have done that. Oh no, that's fine, because I can't go to level 4. Okay, I think that's good for our weapons. Recyclables. What setup do we have now? We have, I think, the saber and 2,000 experience. Can we spend that on anything? See, I don't think I'm using those. Which ones am I using? I'm thinking it's these ones that are highlighted white. Rage, Claw. Need 6,000 experience. Blood Spear, I think I'm using 4,500. Just trying to remember where everything is. Shadow Mist, we need 6,000 to upgrade. 1,500. There we go. Cool, now we have 495 experience. Shit. Okay, we are having a lot of issues in this area. Where is this? Dang, everything's becoming hostile. Fuck. We're not hostile yet, but getting critical. Okay, the docks is the only healthy area right now. We are alright, we have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of work to do. I think this is our house. I kind of regret killing our butler. So now our house is a mess. Melee attack. Remember how to fight.
Power of the Lord come.
Maybe we should try this. It does a massive amount of damage, and now it absorbs blood as well. Offhand weapon. How do I switch? Oh, there we go. Okay, we'll do that. So we got the saber. Shit, I keep... Dang it. I think feed is X. Yeah, okay, that's where I just came from. Yeah, I like the saber a lot. Ah, come on. Gross. I think that's damages our stamina. Can't go this way. Come on, I'm just a doctor. I gotta go try to save some lives.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
You look ill, Miss Swanborough. I wonder if your concoction will do the trick.
I'm perfectly fine thanks to my miraculous elixir. You, on the other hand, look pale and tired, Doctor.
She's healthy.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
$1,300. Do we really need to buy anything? I don't think so. She's good.
Gangs are ruining this neighborhood.
She's good.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
He's healthy.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
No, thank you. Your medicine does its job, but it ain't making miracles despite everything.
Okay, he's healthy. Who's the unhealthy ones? Barrett Lewis. Okay, I think I remember what those guys are. Mason Swanborough.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Yeah, it's difficult trying to keep everybody healthy. Just trying to remember where they all are. I think they're this way. I think they're... I'm trying to remember the map here. This way?
Gangs are ruining this neighborhood.
Yes.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
He's healthy too. What the fuck? Everybody's healthy on this side. That's these guys. Okay, I think I know those guys are.
Goodbye, young man.
Look at the map. Those guys are. I think over here.
This elixir will give you faith again.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
There they are. He's got 15. Oh, cool. So I can just scan them real quickly. Like
You
that, see if
again?
they're healthy or not.
What do you want this time?
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
Keep your medicines for others.
Shut up.
There is a thin line between pride and stupidity, sir. Please take this medication. You'll feel better.
All right. I'll take it then. It's not like I don't appreciate the gesture.
The irony of being a doctor and a vampire at the same time. It's quite hilarious. Okay, then the boy
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
and the merchant.
Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure. Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Still locked.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
This guy.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Right
Sell
then.
again.
Show me what you have.
All kinds of stuff.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Do you need help, sir?
To be honest, I'd prefer you take a look at my stuff. I'd rather be rich and sick than the contrary.
I don't quite agree, but I won't argue with you. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
Really? Free? Don't take it personally, but charity usually comes at a price. Human nature being what it is.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Okay, I think that's everybody in Whitechapel, right? No, this guy. Mason. Mason, where is Mason? Mason. I think he was down here. Maybe he was here.
I know it's hard to believe, but this district has always been wretched. Don't let your guard down.
Hint lost? Ah, shit. Still got another lock on them. Oh, no. Oh yeah, that was the deaf girl with the flowers there. And then we ate the guy that was the poet that was like stalking her.
Stupid newborn!
Vicious bugger! Watch it!
Hideout. We were just at one. I don't think we need this one. Shit.
I have this thirst for blood.
Oh, this is the cemetery. Okay, so no. What was that guy? Maybe he was over here. Looks like I'm in the wrong area completely. Maybe I went too far. Maybe he was in this alleyway here. 'Cause I remember him being in this general direction. The old blind man. Big Cox, who's that? Where was it? Intimidating.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Small key. Key to what? The key to my heart now, baby. I need to get Fook out of here. I think I gotta go this way first. yes, there it is.
Don't you know? Ah!
Yeah, he was in one of these rooms somewhere.
I've heard so many bad things recently, I'm almost glad I cannot see them.
Good evening, Mr. Swanborough.
Is it you, Dr. Reed? Please come in.
What kind of gentleman pays visits to people at this late hour?
I wonder if I have nerve damage because my fucking hand keeps going numb like really quickly. Ugh. Like, you know when your hand falls asleep or your leg falls asleep more commonly? That's happening to my hand like
Wandering in
every
this
few
part
minutes
of
while
town
holding
at
my
night, you're
controller.
either brave.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
You seem unwell, sir. Do you need my assistance?
Actually, I feel worse than usual. Can you give me something?
Yes. I can give you a little something that has been proven effective.
Thank you, Doctor.
It's still locked. Okay, so we cured everybody in Whitechapel. Now we need to go to the West End, Pembroke Hospital, the West End and Pembroke Hospital. The hospital's over here.
Goodbye, Mr. Swanborough. I'll leave you now.
Wandering in this part of town at night, you're either brave or a fool.
Looks like we can get there through the graveyard. The cemetery. We need to go back down to where we were. Try this new pistol.
It's locked.
Tomorrow, more bodies will arrive. Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
He's a grave robber, isn't he?
Do you need medical attention?
Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company. Even if the quiet can be appreciated.
Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease.
And that is a good thing. Death and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality. But you have my thanks, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
It never ceases to amaze me how you, the dead,
It's locked.
at the same time.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reed. We do not see you in surgery very often.
After we beat this, we'll probably get Call of Cthulhu, because I think the same actor that plays the vampire in this is the...
Thank you for your
in Call of
time.
Cthulhu.
We'll talk later.
As for me.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reed. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
Okay, there's another one down.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later. Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No. I don't feel well, actually.
Oh, we're out of... fuck. We're out of treatment for fatigue. Maybe I should just eat these guys, because the hint is lost on this one. Hint locked. Oh, but he still has a hint locked. Maybe that's why I left him alive.
I will see you later. Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Doctor.
If I kill her, it might... lose out on his side quest, whatever it is.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
I'm out of fatigue.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
I would have been confused if anyone other than you had asked that question, Dr. Reed. But your help is welcomed.
There is no shame in helping each other. We're colleagues, after all.
Many doctors I have known are too cynical to think that way.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
We need to go up to our office and craft some fatigue medicine. She's got a cold.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical help yourself, Nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reed.
Not under my watch, Nurse. Take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Okay, we still have fatigue. Okay, so we gotta go upstairs and craft some of that. No, this isn't the way. Where is our office?
It's locked, all right.
That's the one doctor's office, the head of the hospital. Here's our office. Now I should be able to know the rest of them.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Yes.
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. In fact,
another Rona. So we got everything on him, but I don't think I want to eat.
I'd like to see your goods. Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
What does he sell again? Yeah, gun parts. So we'll probably keep him alive. At least until we max out all our weapons.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
I will be fine. As soon as I can get some sleep.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reed. Thank you.
Just got a hint locked.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Is that everybody? Oh yeah, not the lady. Things got out of hand. Everybody was sick. Things have gone to shit.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No, I don't feel well, actually.
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Okay, now I think we can talk. Since we're over here, we should go talk to the head doctor.
What news, Jonathan? I've heard you've now joined the vampire elite of London.
Did Elizabeth tell you?
So it's Elizabeth now. My. Things are moving quickly. I turn my back for a moment and away you go.
How's the situation at the Pembroke?
We're still holding out. Question is, for how long? What we really need is hope, Jonathan. Hope for a better tomorrow.
Have you seen Lady Ashbury recently?
Yes, she popped in yesterday. Told me about your new friends in the West End.
Just a courtesy visit, then?
Yes. And no. She was en route to the docks, I think, following a lead concerning your maker.
I may have found the source of the contagion. Doris Fletcher, the actress. Thankfully, in the end, she was destroyed by fire.
Really? Oh, please, do tell me more.
Doris was a heavily mutated skull. Almost a new breed entirely. It's as if the disease had completely altered her mind and body.
Oh yeah, I
Highly
remember that fight in the
contagious.
theater.
As if the disease had taken control of her will?
Yes. Once a beautiful and brilliant woman, she became motivated by hate alone.
Oh, she was a beauty. I met her when she visited the hospital to cheer up the sick. Too bad the fire destroyed her. But it was probably for the best.
Have you heard of similar cases?
No, I don't think so. Except, perhaps, it reminds me of an old report from the Brotherhood. Well, more an article, really.
What was it about?
The author, a friar, referred to a rare form of contagion in a skull he observed during the Black Death. The carrier was always female. They called them Icors.
I'll come back later. Thank you, Edgar.
Always a pleasure to see you, my friend.
Icors, huh? Okay, so we've done that. Where else did we need to go? To the West End. Everybody's sick in the West End. West End. How do we get there? Over here. Critical or serious. Oh, shit. Dropped right on his head. Ooh, big boy. There's motherfuckers everywhere over here. Yeah, if we go here, and then we can circle around.
It's locked.
Fuck. Is it locked? Guess we gotta go here then. I thought we unlocked that area. we don't have any revolver bullets. Oh, we got 9 more.
It's locked, all right.
The part we unlocked. Whoa, why am I walking backwards? Moonwalking.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
No civilians allowed, sir. I said go back home! Don't stop!
Try to tell me what to do.
Support the equality between men and...
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
What do you know about Aloysius Dawson?
That man is a tyrant. The embodiment of greed and selfishness. All I despise about this country.
Do you need my medical attention, Charlotte?
Indeed. Unlike you and my mother, I can still become ill.
Oh, you cannot imagine how relieved I'd be to catch a cold again.
My mother once told me the same thing. I sometimes wonder if she's forgotten what it feels like to be ill.
Interesting. Number 5? What number are we? Oh, we only have number 4 mesmerize level, so we can't mesmerize her yet. I'd probably piss off her mom though, huh? If we ate her. I don't remember where all these other guys are.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
The night is so peaceful. I understand exactly what happened. Good evening, Dr. Reed. A great night, what?
What?
Do you know anything about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
He used to be a big spender. One day, he sent 3 houseboys to buy all the baluka in my shop. For his brother's birthday, if I remember correctly.
I see. Anything else? Less Gastronomic, perhaps.
I really can't say.
That's funny.
The man is filthy rich. But you know that, of course.
I may have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
To upgrade materials. Recycle them at my hideout.
Good evening, Miss Teasdale. How have you been since you returned home?
Dr. Reed. Oh, thank God you returned safely from these awful streets. I was so worried about my father that I left without thanking you properly.
Please don't mention it, miss.
Good. I found him, you know. My dad. Or what was left of him. I think my abductor intended to do the same thing to me.
Do you need my medical attention, miss?
I don't need your help, specifically. I can assure you there are many competent doctors around.
I have no doubt about it, but I'm offering you my help anyway.
All right then. But please leave me alone for now.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Never heard of him.
Really? He's very well known in London. Throughout the country, even.
He a big shot or something? Never interested in politics myself. All words and no action.
What do you do for a living, Miss Teasdale?
Before my kidnapping, I was a waitress in a pub. Now I'm unemployed.
Were you fired?
No. It's just that after my recent experience, I don't feel like I can go back to my normal life. I need to do something useful.
What do you intend to do?
Dad always told me, Louise, if you want something, don't stop until you have it. I did my research and I found it. Ichabod Throgmorton, professional vampire hunter. I'll be his apprentice.
Be very careful, Miss Teasdale. You were lucky to escape death once, but vampires lurk everywhere.
You killed my kidnapper by yourself, didn't you? No offense, Doctor, but you're just a doctor. I don't see why I couldn't do the same.
Yeah, we're just a doctor, okay?
What can you tell me about this area?
I've never really liked this part of town. It was where my father wanted to live. I won't remain here much longer.
What exactly don't you like about it?
People here are contemptuous and elitist. My dad always said, Louise, always treat people like you want them to treat you.
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale. And be careful. Until we meet again.
Why can't I forgive you, Father?
Please, sir. Where do you need...
Still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. I don't remember where they are because this is the newest side of town that we've unlocked.
I cannot enter.
This goes to the sewer. Just check it out, see what's down there. Death of the Horned Vampire. What? What is the tale of forgotten mythicized history by essence? Vampires are related to the concept of mortality, conceived as entities that live through centuries.
It's locked.
I think we had a boss fight down here, didn't we?
It's locked, all right. This is despicable.
Yeah, I don't think there was really any reason to come in here. I don't see nothing. There's nothing in there. Well, at least we know. I just don't remember where these other characters are. I want to heal everybody before we do another story mission. So that area doesn't fall into complete chaos. Although if it did, it'd probably be more action-packed. But then again, I don't want any NPCs to die and then lose out on their quests. Oh, we ended up in a completely new area.
Over there!
this the gun they're shooting? Or a crossbow or something?
What have we here? Lost your horse, Governor? Or are you just out of your mind?
Lost your horse, Governor. We haven't talked to Sean in a while.
Yes, Doctor?
Mesmerize level 6.
Farewell, Sean. Take good care of your flock, and of yourself.
It's a scowl, I think. They're kind of like feral vampires. Where are we? We are, yeah, in the wrong area. So we need to go out here, back up there. Sean's taking good care of these folks. District status healthy. This is the only place that's healthy. Oh, 2 with 1. That was cool. Is that not showing up on my compass?
I cannot enter.
Fuck. Tell me I gotta go all the way back around to that other area just to get to the west end. Those locked doors. Just because I went through that sewer. Tired of all the locked paths.
Hey, young Echo! So weak!
Yeah, okay. And then we gotta go all the way around this way because this path is locked too. I wonder if we can unlock those paths from the other side. Should try.
Steady, boys. We've got murdering bastard!
That's probably what we should do first. Wait, am I going the right way? Yeah. Here we are. Dead inside. There we go. Open up these pathways. That way we're not locked to just the one.
I have this thirst for blood. Appear to be anything in there. It's a weird little area. This takes me back outside there. That way though. Okay, we gotta find these paths. And unlock them. There was one, yeah, this way. So we want to hang left.
see if we can
Women's
unlock
right
that.
to vote is only the first step. Women of all countries unite.
They're all around you, waiting for you to let it
There we go, finally. Okay, so that's unlocked now. And then there was another one over here, so if we keep circling left, then we'll have 3 ways to get in here. So I'm gonna go all the way around to the one. Also trying to keep an eye out for those sick NPCs. Here we go. There she is.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Jonathan, is that you? I did not know you were back in London.
You know us?
Oh, my dear Johnny. I'm so sorry for your loss. Mary was such a sweetheart.
Thank you, Venus. May I come in?
I was going to bed, actually.
Venus?
I'm sure you can spare me a few minutes. For old time's sake.
Of course you may enter, Jonathan. You know that you are always welcome here. But at this hour of night...
Let's explore her house.
I'm so sorry for your loss,
Take what you can. Give nothing back.
At least
This journal. Ooh, new hint. Clarence is spending his family's fortune to finance his campaign against vampires in the West End.
It's locked, all right.
Just goes back outside, yeah. Don't want to do that. Should just let us in. Old legend goes, the vampire can't break into your house. You have to allow him in.
At least you survived the Great War. I feared the worst.
And then he robs you blind.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Venus.
So you returned from the war in one piece too. Thank God. My Clarence is back home too.
How is the old rascal?
Probably outside, chasing ghosts and chimeras. Clarence has changed a lot since he returned from the war, you know.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
I never met the man. I know Clarence tried to contact him recently, but I don't know why.
Finally, we're making some progress. Just trying to maintain this world so it doesn't go to shit is a job in and of itself. But to make progress requires even more I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
How have you been since the last time we met? How long has it been? 3 years now?
I've done my duty, like all British women. You have no idea what it was like to wait for months without knowing if I'd still be a wife or a widow.
I understand. Luckily, this part of town has been saved from the worst of the bombings, from what I've seen.
Yes, and it's also true about the epidemic. The flu has killed here too, of course, but not on such a large scale as in other parts of town.
Venus, why do you worry so much about your family's reputation?
Everyone laughs at Clarence now. And they avoid me because they believe I share his insane opinions. I'm a leper in my own community.
Have you noticed anything peculiar about the neighborhood recently?
You mean except for your return to town? No. Oh, and again, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences for your mother and your sister. Such a tragedy.
Why is my return so surprising?
It's more an unexpected happy end than a surprise. You and Clarence, back from the war. You have no idea how hard it's been for me.
Thank you, Venus. It was so sudden. And I've been so busy, I haven't spoken to anyone about it.
I wish I could have assisted at the funeral, but you know, it's been so quick. And what with the epidemic in the streets?
There's no need to apologize, my dear. It's normal, considering the circumstances.
No, it's not. I am sure that Clarence has not even thought to present you his condolences. He is too busy with his penny dreadful stories.
Do you need my medical attention?
It would appear that old habits die hard, my dear. I would appreciate your help as always.
And I'm happy to give it to you, as always.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Goodbye for now.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
Okay, so how many more characters do we have? 4. I have no idea where they are.
They're all around you,
Let your guard down.
Maybe we'll just do the story mission. So. Oh, here's one.
Rats. Tasty rats. Those clever rodents are cautious now. They won't approach.
I need to find information about Aloysius Dawson. What can you tell me about him?
Don't trust him. He's looking for the same thing I was. Rats? No, not rats. Something else. I don't remember.
This bitch is crazy.
Can I help you, Miss Billow? I'm a doctor.
Yes, you can help me. Free me.
I will take that as a yes. Even if I would prefer to help you in another way.
Make it stop. Please.
She wants me to eat her. We have 3 hints to discover her storyline. Okay, we got 3 more characters.
I must go now. Goodbye, Miss Billow. It's locked, all right.
Give me eternal life. She wants to be a vampire. Or maybe she's turning into one. That's why she's talking about rats.
This is despicable.
I think I've already discovered this. Yeah, I think I have.
evil.
Those shadow vampires are crazy. I like their abilities. How he was attacking me and his shadow was at the same time. Where's this? More sewers. We'll have to remember that. Oh, there's a story mission marker there too, though. Maybe this is the way into the mansion. To the basement? Let's try it.
I have this thirst for blood. This is despicable.
There's one of those beasts, the werewolves, but possessed by that orange goo shit, or that orange mist. Puzzle.
I cannot enter. It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Okay. I think I get it now.
I have this thirst for blood. This is despicable.
Like Vlad the Impaler. Can I save? Or does it save automatically? That's creepy. Oh yeah, it's saving. Okay, I see in the top right corner. What is this? A small room of nothing? What the fuck? Everywhere. Which way am I supposed to go? This is confusing. I guess I could try to follow. Yeah, enter the mansion. I think this is the way, but it's like a dead end. I don't understand. What's happening? It's kind of strange. What's up, Nightshade? How you doing, man? Yeah, this is a dead end. I'm not seeing anything. It says it's 90 meters above me. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I think I found it. Excuse me. Think I found it. But I don't know what's going to be in here. I guess we'll find out. you been, Nightshade? What you been streaming, man? Should check this game out if you like RPGs. It's very much an RPG, though. It's not. It's got action elements, but it's not like an action RPG. It's much more an RPG. Oh no, we're back outside. What the fuck? Oh hey, we found the other character at least.
What has happened to the... Dr. Reed, still conducting your nocturnal survey?
Do you know anything in particular about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
Who doesn't know the man? I think he intervened personally to put an end to the police strike of last August.
What else can you tell me about him?
Aloysius Dawson is exactly the kind of powerful and influential man who could commit murder and get away with it. With just one phone call.
You guys have phones?
Do you need medical attention, Inspector?
I'm afraid I may have caught something. I don't feel too well.
You'll quickly feel better after taking this.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. I really appreciate it.
What are you investigating, exactly?
Mr. Kimura has been murdered. Always the same injuries. Wounds to the neck and massive blood loss. I'll stick to my homicidal maniac theory.
Goodbye, Detective Inspector Albright.
Goodbye, Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Detective Inspector. Looks like it's the mansion here. Whoa. Who's this?
Jonathan Reed. At last we meet. The cards warned me you would visit tonight.
I beg your pardon, sir. Do I know you?
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea, can't speak highly enough of you. My name is Usher. Usher Talltree.
You are the leader of the Brotherhood.
Usher Talltree?
Primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, to be precise. I'm really glad we met tonight. I love it when the cards tell me a truth.
The cards told you to expect me.
Yes, they tell me everything. They've told me of your unquenchable thirst for blood. Be wary, Ekon. I've heard such a rich diet can be bad for the heart.
He knows we're an Ekon. Usher seems to know that many Londoners have been recently murdered. That's interesting. Most people don't know that we're an Ekon or a vampire. Hold on, I gotta pee. So he's fatigued. We can cure that. And he's got 3 hints. Says no relationship in a social circle, but he said he was friends of the doctor.
Is there anything you could tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Aloysius Dawson. Yes, of course. We met on several occasions. With time, he got deeper and deeper into the occult.
He's not the only one. It's been quite the fashion for several decades. The Golden Dawn, for instance, is just one example.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts, readings which blackened his heart.
Ooh, I might have to steal that quote. It was a hint for who? The Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn until 1900.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood?
I really don't know. I don't often go outside. And when I do, it's usually to quite distant destinations.
So you see nothing in the stars for me? You're a poor fortune teller, then?
Oh, I can tell you many things. But they will only concern you, not the city. For example, I know that you offered your sister the final rest she asked for.
Whoa. How did he know that?
Do the cards speak of my Mary?
No. It's the burning aura of guilt that precedes you everywhere you go.
He's intuitive.
Read my fortune, then.
You have been chosen, Jonathan. I see on you the mark of a strong being, so powerful it needn't even reveal its strength.
Tell me about yourself. What do you do here, besides turning cards in the middle of the night?
I'm for most a charlatan. For a few, I'm a vampire. And for you, I'm the primate of St. Paul's Stole.
Some believe you to be a vampire. Who?
The Guard of Priwen, who else? For a time, they sent spies to observe my activities, and they even broke into my home to gather proof.
Did they steal anything from you?
A personal notebook they quickly took to their headquarters. All they had to do is to look at me. I'm aging. What better and definite proof that I'm not an immortal?
Do you want your notebook back?
If you ever find it, I'd be glad to have it back, of course. I do ask one thing, though. Do not read it, Jonathan. Some secrets are not meant to be revealed, even to immortals.
Well, definitely gonna have to read that.
For how long have you been a primate?
It was 15 years last year.
What do you make of Dr. Swansea?
Edgar is a brilliant and dedicated man. A man of his time. Sometimes a little muddled, but always looking for new paths and new concepts.
Can you read the cards for me?
Are you sure you want to know what they will reveal?
Yes, I am.
It will cost you 150 shillings.
Here is the money.
The snake. A bitter woman, smiling as she pours poison in your cup. A shaming betrayal. Hate.
Lady Ashbury? Oh, Venus. Venus is deliberately poisoning her husband. Oh, shit.
Can you read the cards for me?
Put the money on the table then, Jonathan, and open your mind.
Here is the money.
The Sorceress. A heart-shaped trap built to entangle a loved one. Mirrors on every wall to see her own reflection constantly.
Shit, he's just giving us all the clues. Hell yeah. We're just gonna spend all our money with him. Girls often hurt by her clumsy mother.
Can you read the cards for me?
Put the money on the table then, Jonathan, and open your mind.
Here is the money.
The alchemist. A wise and cunning mind who lives by lying to all but himself. He sells false promises and is proud of it.
Swanborough Miracle Elixir is a fraud. Well, we knew that. Mason was the one who had the idea for the Swansboro Elixir in the first place. How much money do we have left? We got 2,000 experience. We have 1,000. Okay, we can keep going.
Can you read the cards for me?
Put the money on the table then, Jonathan, and open your mind.
The most useful merchant we've met.
Here is the money.
The Joker. A woman bent to obey and debase herself. A cruel gaze in the dark. A monster laughing at you.
Krilla's mind has been mentally broken by a powerful vampire. Yeah, we can tell.
Can you read the cards for me?
Put the money on the table then, Jonathan, and open your mind.
Here is the money.
The glutton. A man who just eats life as a cake. A righteous ego, surprised to fall in love.
Calhoun does not consider seriousness and dangerousness of the epidemic. Calhoun likes good restaurants and succulent tables. Oh yeah. Calhoun was a lover of the famous actress Doris Fletcher for a time. That was the lady that we fought, right?
Can you read the cards for me?
Put the money on the table then, Jonathan, and open your mind.
Come on, give me one that I need.
Here is the money.
The hunter. A good heart in disguise. A liar willing to help for real. An armed man unable to strike.
What? I didn't get a hint there? What was that one?
Can you read the cards for me?
Put the money on the table then, Jonathan.
You ripped me off.
Open your mind.
Let's try it one more time. If he rips me off again, then we're done.
Here is the money.
Love. Pure and unseen. Untold. The two hearts love each other without knowing it. Without daring to admit it.
Fuck, he's ripping me off now.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
All right. Let me hear it.
You'll cast your heart into the fire without hesitation, Jonathan. For pain is only for the mortals.
I would rather not know. How did you learn about Mary? And spare me the hocus-pocus parlor tricks. The truth, now!
Swansea told me. Don't look at me like that. His task is to observe and gather information about vampires. He had to tell me about Mary.
She was no longer the sister I knew. She had changed. Hateful and bitter. She was determined to destroy our entire family.
She returned as a force of evil, Jonathan. In putting an end to her misery, You also protected many innocent souls.
May I ask you about the Brotherhood?
Of course. But I must warn you that there are some subjects we consider taboo, in spite of our fondness and acceptance of your kind.
I know there is no love lost between the Guard of Priwen and the Brotherhood. What caused this rift?
It was 1801. The Brotherhood was stronger then, a strength that made them hungry for ever greater power. An argument divided them, and the wound never healed.
What was the nature of the disagreement?
The problem was that both sides considered themselves the legitimate heirs of the original Brotherhood. We divide up the books, the relics, not always fairly or with consideration.
Who founded the Brotherhood?
That's precisely the kind of question I cannot answer. It is delicate, and may reveal some of our secret traditions.
So you're not just a club of academics and scholars?
Once upon a time, very long ago, the Brotherhood did more than simply study the vampires. They took actions to eliminate the more ferocious and corrupted.
Why is this one still open?
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
Oh, this just makes me want to play. I can't wait for the Harry Potter RPG.
Do you require medical attention?
If you don't mind.
You'll feel better after taking this.
Thank you very much. I feel better already.
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander. Yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. Perhaps London will survive the epidemic, but I see terrible trials awaiting in the future.
We still haven't entered the mansion, though. But I'm not expecting to meet him there. And these things keep freaking me out. Moving tiles on the floor. He did give us a lot, but then he started ripping us off. Broke now. He's taking our money and not giving us what we needed. I guess there's probably only a set amount. Okay, we opened up another path.
It's locked.
Dr. Reed, I am glad to see you again.
Good evening, Miss Price. How are you tonight?
Dr. Reed, I didn't know you had returned from the war. I had a new doctor when you left, but he's not as kind as you.
Always glad to see a former patient in good condition. It's been a long time.
Too long indeed. And as a token of my appreciation, I'll grant you the best price if you fancy buying anything from my humble shop.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson?
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other intriguing antiques.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
We have all of his secrets, but he's a level 6. And are only level 4.
What can you tell me about yourself, Miss Price?
I'm still managing my shop. The only difference is, since the quarantine, we're open at night. You, on the contrary, seem to have changed a lot.
Really? Have I changed that much? It must have been the war. And the night shifts since my return.
Don't get me wrong, Dr. Reed, you're still handsome. Just maybe a little bit wiser, more serious. It suits you well.
I think she likes us.
Tell me more about yourself. No new fiancé? I remember you were hoping to get remarried. I'm sure you must have a few suitors.
Who would marry an old bat like myself with a grown daughter and a little business? As you know, I only fancy handsome men like yourself.
Okay, well, it's confirmed.
Have you noticed anything in particular in this part of town recently?
Other than you coming back to cheer me up? Nothing at all, Dr. Reed.
Tell me, Carolyn, do you often wound or hurt your daughter by mistake?
No.
What?
I always thought it was Carol's clumsiness that caused these incidents.
That got dark.
Maybe it's a family trait, Doctor.
You really believe it's just bad luck and being clumsy, then?
Of course, Doctor. What else could
Who's
it
her
be?
daughter?
I have nothing to hide.
Why would she be hurting her?
Does your daughter still worry you, Miss Price? I remember you were often concerned about her health when she was younger.
Have you not seen Carol since you returned? She's almost a young woman now. But she'll always remain my sweet little baby.
So you're less afraid?
Some things never change. Carol is still too clumsy for her own good. Sometimes her innocence puts her in real danger.
You have every reason to be cautious, Miss Price. Especially in these difficult times.
Maybe you could talk with her, Dr. Reed. It would be nice to have a man here more often. We would both feel safer.
Why would her innocence put her in danger?
She does not realize how cruel life can be. Maybe I was a bad mother to protect her too much. My poor dear Carol.
May I look at your goods, Miss Price?
It's always a pleasure to have you here, Dr. Reed. Take all the time you need. I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
Nope.
I am sorry, I can't help you, sir. Perhaps you should talk with someone else instead.
Oh, that's her daughter.
It's locked. Good evening, Miss Price. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you remember me?
Dr. Reed? Yes, of course. You are the doctor who healed me and my mum. Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Good to see you too, Carol. Are you all right?
Oh, yes. I did not hurt myself recently. I know how to take care of myself now. I'm almost a grown-up.
Hurt herself? Like, was she suicidal?
Have you ever met the famous Aloysius Dawson?
Yes. A very strange man. Not very nice.
What do you mean?
He said he was ready to pay good money for rare books, and then laughed at what we showed him.
Why are you awake at night, Carol?
I am helping my mother in her shop. It's not easy, but I'm a grown-up now.
I'm sure your mother is grateful for your help.
I do the best I can. But I'm so clumsy sometimes. I drop things. I injure myself. It's a good thing my mother has the patience of an angel.
Why is work not easy? Is something or someone bothering you?
Oh no, most people are gentle with me. But I'm so nervous sometimes. I pay no attention and hurt myself. Good thing my mum learned first aid.
Huh. Oh, I forgot to heal the mother. Shit.
What can you tell me of the people living nearby?
I don't speak to many people, except our customers. It's not easy to make friends. And with the epidemic, it's even more difficult.
What can you tell me about the epidemic?
Some of our regular customers have left London. Some others only send their housemaids now. Everybody fears the contagion. I've even seen men with weapons.
Have you no friends at all?
No. Mr. Nithercott used to pass by and was always nice to me.
Does he not come by anymore?
No. Mum said he was weird. Always reciting poetry about a girl he'd met in Whitechapel.
Oh yeah.
I wonder who this camellia may be.
We ate that guy.
Is it true you often hurt yourself, Carol?
Yes, it's true. I try to behave, I really do. But one way or another, I always end up injured or wounded. I'm so stupid.
Why would you be stupid?
It's like I can't help getting under my mother's feet. That's how I end up being pushed, cut, or burned. You see, I'm a stupid girl, really.
When exactly do these accidents happen?
Ever since I was little. That's why I need to stay with Mum. I'm not capable of taking care of myself.
Do you enjoy working with your mother?
Oh yes, Doctor. My mother raised me alone after my father died. We've always lived together, and she has always watched over me.
Do you remember your father?
No, I was just a baby then. My mother always told me how strong and good he was.
Do you ever think about getting married, now you're a woman?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. Mum always says I'm still a child who has no idea how tough life can be. No husband would like a clumsy girl like me.
Do you need my medical attention?
Oh, please, sir. Do not waste your time with me. There is nothing to be worried about.
Don't be shy. It's my duty to take care of you.
Thank you, sir. Much obliged.
Goodbye, Carol.
Good morning. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Miss Price.
You know you can call me Carolyn, my dear doctor.
I like the synth soundtrack in the background. It's cool.
Do you need my medical attention, Miss Price?
Oh yes, I feel so oppressed lately.
Feels a little out of place.
And tired and
you think there'd be like
feeble
classical music
too. Thank you so much, Doctor. You're always so considerate.
It reminds me of the soundtrack of Deus Ex.
I'm just doing my job.
Perhaps. But I have always been grateful for your concern, you know.
Anemia. Isn't that like thin blood?
Goodbye for now, Miss Price.
I hope you can stay a little longer.
Wait, did she have...
Good evening, Miss Price.
You know you can call me Carolyn, my dear doctor.
Carol's gratitude is exemplary. She seems determined never to leave you.
I'm taking care of my daughter as well as I can. It's not always easy, but she's the best gift life gave me.
But she'll probably leave you someday to live her own life. Will that be difficult for you?
Why would she leave? Children sometimes stay with their parents until the end, for they know no one else will love them as much.
You are responsible for your daughter's many injuries and scars, Carolyn. You brutalize her, don't you?
How could I abuse my own flesh and blood? This is nonsense. It would be like hurting myself.
You really believe you've done nothing wrong, don't you? How long has this been going on for? I should have seen it when you were my patients.
Seen what? Child abuse? Are you mad, Dr. Reed? I dedicated my whole life to my precious Carol. She is a part of me.
Yes. Even her name is just a part of yours. This is a terrible tragedy. Something of an unknown disorder. My God. Abuse that comes from overwhelming love.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Carolyn may be suffering from some sort of unknown mental disorder.
How dare you say something like that? What kind of a monster do you think I am?
Speak to me, Carolyn. Why do you behave like this? How does it make you feel to hurt Carol before cajoling her?
I don't know. It makes me feel good to take care of my daughter. I need to feel useful. No one ever takes care of me.
But she's a merchant. I don't know if we should.
I need someone to take care of me.
Do you realize Carol is a person? Not a toy. Not a doll. The poor girl would put her hand in a flame to please you. You are both trapped in this toxic relationship.
Carol and I are perfectly happy. Leave us be. How stupid I was to believe you could be a suitable husband.
I'm not judging you, Carolyn. I believe you're a victim too. I'm just trying to explain that you need medical help.
You will not separate me from my flesh and blood, Dr. Reed. We'd rather die.
May I look at your goods, Miss Price?
It's always a pleasure to have you here, Dr. Reed. Take all the time you need.
She changed her tune real quick. As soon as I'm ready to buy something.
I hope you can stay a little longer this Good morning. Good evening, sir.
She still has one hint left, so I don't want to kill her mother yet. Okay, we still have 2 guys that are sick. I don't want to rest yet and upgrade, even though I got 2,700 experience. We need to find a hideout though, and here's one. Uncraft some materials. We don't want to rest. probably upgrade our weapons. Okay, so next time we play, because I think I'm done for today, we'll recycle our weapons, or upgrade our weapons, and then try to find those other two guys, heal them, try to get into the mansion still, and then probably upgrade, because we've got a lot of experience here. So, but that's it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.